Hello everyone and welcome back to the F126 MyTeam career mode. Back here managing Dacia. We're just starting off with some housekeeping. First of all, putting some sponsors on the car because I completely forgot last time out. So we're putting on X-Forming, and there are also a couple other sponsors here that I have access to. For some reason, I'm not really sure if we actually unlocked them or what, but we're just putting them on the car, making it look a lot more proper. And I think it actually looks pretty neat. We are going to unlock more sponsors cars as we advance in the game, but so far this is all we've got. Octonic, X-Forming, of course, our title sponsors, and also A plus F, I think they're called. Yeah, pretty much these are all the sponsors we currently have. We are also putting on some upgrades, well, starting the research on some upgrades, mainly to the aero and chassis side, but also durability and powertrain upgrades, just because we have the resource points to spend, and it would be a shame not to, because it won't hurt. We're also investing in some facility upgrades because we have quite a bit of spare cash laying around, so why not invest it? And with all that being said, it's time to go to the race. Yep, thank you. This weekend it's Jack Crawford's time. Um, First time driving as him. Here in China, a track which I don't really enjoy, but I was actually curious how these cars would handle the track, especially considering that long back straight. So here in practice, just nailing the track acclimatization, which isn't really a hard program to nail, in all honesty. But surprisingly, the back straight in China, it is not actually that bad with the battery management, with the regen, with the lifting or the super clipping, because there's plenty of space before it to harvest enough if you're careful. But you can see this is actually the energy usage practice program, and it really gave me a hard time. I actually could not pass it um, in any of the 3 attempts that the game gives you. Of course, you can do more, but these 3 attempts in just one run of the program, I just couldn't do it. But in the race, it wasn't actually such an issue, as practice 1 is over. Roman is P15, actually not bad, but we are last with Jack. More resource points, 2400, it's a quite decent amount. It's now time for qualifying. Going up for qualifying, you can see there is a Haas behind us, just as we are coming on the back straight, and he's actually going to go for the overtake. Really nice etiquette. Who is that? It's Berman, and yeah, he moves just in front of us under braking, because of course, and completely ruins our exit there, which sucks. We definitely lost a bit of time there, but it's our first lap. Coming out of the final corner, it's going to be a 136, and it puts us P11 for now. But it's not going to be P11. We're pretty much last on the grid. You can see P24, but now with the final lap in the session, 8 tenths up. Still on the same set of tires, because this is sprint qualifying, and it's going to be an improvement that puts us P21 on the grid. And you can see Carlos Sainz actually topping SQ1, which was surprising. Good surprising. I love Carlos, but surprising nonetheless. Um, yeah, we were P23 in the end with Roman in P24.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. Oscar Piastri lines up on pole position, and Lando Norris lines up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Hamilton, Charles Leclerc, and Verstappen, Antonelli, Sainz, Albon, and Isaac Hadjar, Gasly, Ocon, Franco Colapinto, and Alonso, Lindblad, Hulkenberg, Sergio Perez, and Liam Lawson, Stroll, Behrman, Bortoletto, Bottas, Crawford, and Roman Stanek rounds off the grid. Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We'll soon find out.
So onto the grid, and the 5 red lights are coming on. We are getting ready for the start, and it's lights out, and away we go. It's an okay getaway, not really a perfect start. As we go onto the boost button, there you can see actually Roman gets a really good start down the inside of Bottas into turn 1. I'm taking it a bit slow, try to see if I can find a gap. There is some space on the inside. I'm going to sneak by up into P22 now. Can go around the outside of Bortoletto and Stroll. Not really, couldn't get the power down properly. It is something that this car sometimes struggles with, but yeah, still in P22. As we approach the next big braking zone, not really anywhere to go, so I try to follow either Bortoletto or Stroll through, but they are side by side, nowhere to go there. Oh, let's see how the dirt here is. You can still feel the dirt here, but it's not as bad as on F125, I feel. We're just going to try and stay close to them as we get on the back straight, and hope that with the slipstream, with the boost mode, perhaps with more battery in the battery, that doesn't make any sense. Hopefully we can make an overtake. You can see it's 100% charged there, as we try to get a smooth exit up into medium ERS mode, and now onto the boost button. Straight line mode activated in the description of Stroll, deploying all the battery we have. Down the inside he tries to squeeze us, but we reach the braking zone and the battery wasn't even empty. I also go down the inside of Bortoletto there, a bit of contact but no damage to be done on either cars. Side by side into the final corner, we let him have the position and do the switchback. That was really satisfying, as we head on to lap 2 now, and on to lap 3 instantly. Nice. Into turn 1, Hulkenberg in front of us. We are trying to find our way around him. Huge train of cars, I think, going all the way up into the points in front of us. Around the outside of Hulkenberg into turn 2. Turns to the inside for turn 3. That is P19. Lovely job. He's still around the outside and just flies past. Just gets better traction there. And now we have to defend from Stroll, as I completely misjudged the braking zone and go deep. Luckily I didn't hit anyone, but that was a scary moment. I forgot how much the boost actually increases your top speed, and braked too late there. Lucky to still be in the race and to not hit anyone. P18 now. Quite a big gap in front to Alonso, 2 seconds. Hulkenberg still behind us, but is fighting with Behrman, which is pretty much giving us a lifeline. A pretty bad exit there from the big hairpin as we head into the final corner. There is some rain forecast for the race, but we'll see if it comes, because it's only 10 laps. We're already on lap 6, and there's a yellow flag in the hairpin here. Everyone's going slowly. There's an Alpine off the track, and there's a big traffic jam here. I slow down because I don't want to get an illegal overtake penalty. I almost get one on Alonso there, and now everyone still is going slowly because there's Perez doing his best impression of a safety car. I don't know what he's doing. Big Perez, he gets 10-second penalty for, I believe, what classifies as dangerous driving, but he then retired. So we're up into P14. You can see the raindrops on the screen here, and the grip has definitely fallen off a bit. There's also some tire wear involved on my mediums. Tire wear was actually a bit of a problem in this race, as we have a little bit of contact with Alonso there. So I decided to pit this lap because we are not in the points anyway, so I might as well risk it. If the rain worsens and I'm on the intermediates, then I will have an advantage. Shut up, Mark. As we try to fight our way with Stroll, can't really find a way past him, but we are going to pit this lap anyway. So let's see if I can enter the pits without crashing into him. Tricky. It's tricky. Let's see if the gamble for the intermediates pays off, because the rain is clearly here. As I've said in the last video, I forgot to turn off the broadcast pit stops. It's going to take, I think, maybe 1 or 2 more races for me to finally turned them off. I really wanted to take them back to immersive. But yeah, a slow slop you can see there on the front right, tire wouldn't go on or wouldn't come off. It's a 5.3 second stop, not good, especially considering our gamble, but not really much to lose. But in the end, yeah, the gamble didn't work out. So we are going to come home in P23, only beating out Perez, who DNF'd. Not anything to write home about, sadly. Oscar Piastri actually won the race there in the end, so that's the second victory in a row for McLaren. Lando is still in P2, so it's a McLaren 1-2, and I think Haas got points there. But yeah, not the best start to the weekend. Let's see. It's clearly sunnier now in regular qualifying, as Lawson is copying Berman in screwing up my lap. Luckily, this is still my out lap, so no time lost yet. I'll try to qualify better than I did for the sprint. This time on the softs, I feel more confident on the softs. As I think I should, but you can see here the Cadillac going for a move in the final hairpin. I don't know what's up with the AI doing that, actually. It's annoying. But yeah, side by side into the final corner. I'm going to selfishly take the apex and leave him out to try. It's going to be 136.0, so far just in front of Perez, but not good enough. You can see 3.2 seconds of the pace. That's not really what we're aiming for here at Dacia, the most prestigious F1 team. 2/10 improvement in the second lap there, 3/10 as we come up to the line, and we go up to P22. So we try again. We managed to find, if I can see correctly, 8/10 there, which is a huge improvement. I think it was mostly due to battery management. As we come across the line, it's a 1 second improvement, and it gives us P20. Not bad, considering we are still in our second race as a backmarker team. So P20 in the end there, as Lando tops Q1, and Roman actually was P22, so not bad. We beat out Sergio Perez and Lance Stroll.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, and Oscar Piastri completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Hamilton, Charles Leclerc and Verstappen, Antonelli, Albon, Sainz and Isaac Hadjar, Gasly, Lawson, Ollie Behrman and Colapinto, Lindblad, Alonso, Gabriel Bortoleto and Valtteri Bottas, Ocon, Crawford, Hulkenberg, Stanek, Stroll and Sergio Perez completes our grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today.
Time for the race then. Here we are choosing our strategy. I'm going to underfill a bit because fuel consumption was good in Australia. We are going to go for the one stop. I don't know if it's the best because tire wear is heavy around here, but I think I would lose too much time with the two stop. Not sure though. But yeah, mediums to hards. Let's just hope it goes well.
So as all the cars reform the grid, the drivers will be hoping to get a strong start. They'll want to earn some valuable points from today's race, with final communications being done with their race engineers, ensuring the planned strategies are all in place.
So on the grid now, the 5 red lights are again coming on in this video, getting ready for the start on the east side this time. Can we get a better launch? Not really, no. It's about average, but on the boost down the inside I hope I can make up some positions already down the inside of 2 cars. I think Bottas and Ocon. Can we get Bortoleto as well? Yes, we can. And we are going to try once again around the outside of Alonso and Lindblad, but I do not learn my lesson. I'm stupid. It doesn't work. Luckily we are closer, Strela mode activated around the outside of Alonso into the braking zone, very close to the back of Lindblad there, but we get the move done. Switch back on Lindblad. It's a traction battle right now and he seems to be winning it. I'm guessing better grip in the Racing Bulls. As we are up into P16 on the opening lap. Lovely start from Jack there. Well, first by me, but it's Jack actually at the wheel. As we see some cars going side by side into the snail section, the second snail section I guess, and Lindblad brakes really early, or I think he lifted to get some regen, I don't know, but I managed to go down the inside. The move doesn't stick though. It was, to be honest, really unexpected. I didn't want to overtake him there, but battery fully charged. I'm going to stick into his slipstream once again and fly by up into P15. So really productive opening lap so far. Side by side into the braking zone. Couldn't really get much in front, but we finished the move into the hairpin. So as I said, P15 at the end of the opening lap. It's a really good start to the race. Overtake enabled for Berman in front. Jumping into lap 3 once again. Lap 2 wasn't really eventful, just following Berman around. Boost on and we fly past Berman into turn 1. He's still there but not for long. As I keep a tight line on the inside, that's P14 now. And looking to overtake the other, well, to catch and then overtake the other Racing Bulls of Liam Lawson. As you can see, 3 wide fight into last corner in front. Within, I think that's Gasly, Colapinto and Sainz. Oh no, actually it's Albon, sorry. But we are fighting with Lawson here. It's 4 cars, 4 P10. It's not going to end well. I back out and just to try to calculate how this is going to go, try to find some space or anything. But Lawson and Gasly side by side through the entire first and second and third corners, actually. Just nowhere to go for our little Dacia. But let's see on the back straight here. Try to scare Gasly into taking the inside. He doesn't move, so it's going to be up to us. He really leaves almost no space, but I'm just going to go down the insider. And that's the move done up into P13. I'm really proud of this move. Let's look at it again. Gasly tries squeezing us, but we don't back out. Down the inside, really tight corner, all the turning angle you can want. And there we go. On to lap 8 here, Lawson and Albon fighting side by side. For P11, they're fighting like this. The AR are really feisty and I love it. But yeah, on the regen, 100% battery, overtake mode enable, a bit of contact, but it seems like we got away with it, no damage. Let's see, easy on the traction, try to get a good exit up to medium ERS, and as soon as the car is almost straight, onto the overtake, SLM enable, into the slipstream. Can we get Lawson here? He also has overtake, so keep that in mind, but both of them are on hards. Down to the inside, go with the both of them. I'm going to try to get a better exit than into the hairpin with the wider line. I'm pretty much wheel to wheel with Albon there, but he gets a better exit and he just lifts there. Which corner to regen, the final corner of the track, because it's not a big braking zone, but that gives us P12 then. And we are also going to go for a move on Albon, a late dive, and we are just present enough on the inside that he leaves space. And there we go, up to P11, just 1 position away from points. This is feeling really good. I'm really enjoying this race so far. However, as you can see, the tires are yelling at me. They're just telling me, please Lucio, get us off the car, we cannot take anymore, because I have been kind of abusing them in my rush to gain as many positions as I can. And tire wear, as I've said, and as you can probably tell looking at the track map, is horrible around China. We say goodbye to Albon, who goes down the inside into the final corner, a bit slow on the exit, but once again contact without any damage. I do have damage on. It's not on simulation, but it's on. As we see lap 10 here, still fighting with Albon, this time for P10. As some people came into the pits, I'm going to just sneak down the inside. I didn't think he was expecting that. I wasn't, to be completely honest with you, but I just saw the gap and I had to go, as we all know Senna would say. So let's see now. Lap 10 here, Albon pulls into the pits, and we see actually a lot of cars behind us going to the pits, so that might be an advantage for them, because they get the undercut, and the undercut is stronger on China. I was a bit slow to react too, only pitting on lap 12. As a couple of the front runners are also in, and now this is weird. I got a exceeded track limits warning there for going to the pit lane. I don't know what exactly exceeded, but sure, I'll let the game do whatever it thinks, because I think it's our first one of the race, so it's nothing fatal. 2.9 second pit stop, average onto the hards, and now we shouldn't have to pit again for the rest of the race. I think that's 16 laps on the hards. We did 12 on the mediums, and the game was telling me to go 14, so maybe they can do it. But yeah, we are P20 right now, but catching up to this huge train of cars in front. There's an Audi in the pit, it's Bortoleto, so another free position up to P19. As we catch up to this train of cars, Bottas and Perez are going to go side by side into the snail section. Inter-team fighting at Cadillac, and I'm going to try to get the best out of that by sneaking to the inside of Bottas, who gets oversteer and just crashes into us. We lose a bit of our left front wing, and get quite a bit of tire wear on the left as well. Let's take a look at the replay. I'm just going to the inside. I know the car can take this side of a line. Bottas gets some oversteer, a bit of a snap there, and just crashes into us. Luckily the damage wasn't bigger, but this definitely doesn't help our race, as we are fighting for points in this race, of course, and I do believe we can do it. This is, I think, Oliver Behrman with an engine failure, retiring from the race. So that's the first Ferrari engine issue we've seen in this career mode. Lap 21 now. Hulkenberg is right behind us. A couple more people into the pits. It's Bottas, Lawson and Sainz in the Williams. I'm going to go past them up into P9, so we currently have 2 points against our name in this Chinese Grand Prix. It's looking really good, but Hulkenberg is on the attack, and Sainz has joined the fight as well on fresh tires, on fresh mediums, so he's going to be really strong against our old used hards. And you can see he has a lot of grip out of the snail section, and I don't think we're going to be able to defend from him. So he goes by. Hulkenberg tries to, but there's not really much space for him on the outside, and I really want to keep Hulkenberg behind to just secure that 1 point for the team. If you remember from Australia, Cadillac already has 2 of them, so they have the advantage in the battle of the 2 new teams to the grid, which is not good. We can see here, speaking of Cadillac, it's Checo having an engine failure, so that's the second Ferrari power unit failure of this career mode. They currently have worse engines than Mercedes in that aspect. Or actually I think with one of the Williams DNF2 in race 1, so it's equal. Hulkenberg goes past as I yap about, and I just get a horrible exit out of the hairpin. Hulkenberg is gone, and so are the points. I'm now under attack from Gasly and Colapinto. Not much tire left to defend against them. It's not looking good. Let's at least try to get P11. It would be our best result of the season. We go wide into turn 1. The tires just cannot take any more abuse. Switch back on Gasly, doing everything I can to keep this P11. But Hulkenberg is gone. Almost 2 seconds is the gap now, and there's no way I'm catching him. He's on mediums, I'm on hards, and my hards aren't looking healthy at all. You can see in the bottom right that I actually have a warning for tire wear. I think I was somewhere around 70%, and you can just see the effect there. Car just snaps on me. Both the Alpines go past, Bortoleto goes past, Lawson goes past, Lindblad goes into the back of me and now past me and past his teammate. Lindblad is just on a mission. He almost got past Lawson there. Ocon is also looking to overtake us. Luckily there's some space to Alonso behind, because then I bet he would have been here trying to overtake me too. 2 laps to go. Yeah, you can see it's actually 67 Oh, it's 67% on the front left. So it really can take much more. Around the outside of Lindblad, I'm going to try to go in the in the hairpin, and we somehow managed to make it work. And now he's going to try to get back past, but I'm going to try to defend here. He gives me a bit of a tap as we get into the braking zone. That wasn't very nice of him. But yeah, this corner is now a real struggle considering our tire wear on the left side of the car. So Lindblad pulls out 6 tenths on me in one corner and 1 second of the over the course of the lap. This is the final lap now. Ocon has caught up to us and goes for a move. We make a bit of contact, wheel to wheel here, going into the S's. Lando Norris wins the race, his second Grand Prix win in a row, and clearly the reigning world champion is trying to win his second in a row here this season. Into the final hairpin, side by side with Ocon there. Just no answer from me. I just can't do anything about it. Alonso has caught up to us. I get wheel spin on the exit. Ocon once again goes for the regen into the final corner of the race. I don't know why you would do that, but it seemed to have worked because we cannot overtake him. Race over, as Mark says. P17. This race had so much promise, so close to those points, and yet so far. But I'm still feeling optimistic. We were there, we were able to fight, and we were in the points.
And it's always good, Crofty, to get that momentum on your side, and it's really good for your confidence as well. The more confident you are, the further that can take you.
Well, it's been a long wait for many of our drivers, but the wait is always worth it. Bring them out to the awaiting crowd. It's time for our podium celebrations.
So it's a McLaren 1-2 in the Grand Prix as well, with Max Verstappen getting the fastest lap there, and Nico Hülkenberg keeping that P10. Roman Stanek was P20, so not a bad result actually, considering our pace. We are still basically the second slowest car on the grid. I think only, I want to say, Aston Martin are slower than us, which is to be expected. But yeah, this was the weekend. As I said, I'm feeling really optimistic, and I cannot wait to see how the Dacia treats us over the course of the next few races, especially after we finally get some upgrades on the car. I think they will be ready for either Miami or Canada, which is pretty much how it was in real life. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, and if you want to see the next of my career mode and follow along with it, subscribe to my channel. My name is Don Lucio, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.